We've all experienced some sort of dissatisfaction or discontentment with life, and sometimes a response can be, that's just the way it is. There's disappointments in life, and you just have to deal with it. But really, dissatisfaction or deep disappointment are typically our inner selves trying to communicate one of three things with us. And I want to offer that up here so that we don't get in a habit of saying, well, that's just the way it is and we have to deal with it, because life is short and here to be lived, discovered, explored. There's so much possibility and abundance for us. So it's really important to listen to those signs of dissatisfaction and discontentment to be able to accurately deal with it. So the first thing that may be a response to dissatisfaction, it may be that really we need to change our mindset. And that could look like two things with changing our mindset. It could mean that we're overly focused on something that we don't want in our lives. And instead of noticing around us what's good, we're just harping in on this one thing that's a little annoying. Everything is going pretty well except for this one thing, like career, growth, friends are going well, maybe it's relationship. Or maybe relationships are incredible, friends are incredible, but work is frustrating. And so we kind of get stuck in these ruts of complaining about the one thing that is really dissatisfying when everything else is good. So in this case, it could be shift mindset in two ways. The first way is, instead of complaining about whatever is wrong, asking, what is it that I can learn from this situation? And the second thing is shifting focus to what is something that's going really right. So it's those two things in conjunction, not ignoring the thing that's dissatisfying, but shifting the question to what can I learn? And then also, how can I also pay attention to something that's going really right in my life and feed it, give it more gratitude, give it more abundance. That way I'm allowing a positive thing to also grow in my attention and my awareness. So this is the first potential of what the dissatisfying thing may mean that we need to do, and that's change our mindset. The second thing is we actually may need to make a change. In these cases, it may be that our intuition has been giving us subtle cues for even a few years, maybe even a few decades, of something that we need to change, and we ignore it. And often this comes with people pleasing. Maybe we're ignoring it because we just want to do what we're supposed to do. We want to please other people. It's not really a big deal. And so these cues, we just kind of gloss over them, and it gets to a point where our inner selves may be screaming at us in the way that we can hear, which is like really deep dissatisfaction and disappointment. So a way to trace that back is to try to understand, have I been getting subtle cues throughout my life that are trying to clue me in to something so that I'm not really following my own truth and going on my own path here? And this may be difficult to untangle what the actual thing is. So it's pretty important to get quiet and be willing to go inward and ask the question, do I even need to change something? So we've got the first thing, and this is often the best one to start with, of trying to change your mindset. If that's not working, then checking in, is there something that I actually need to change in my actions or in my environment? And this may involve some pain, and this may involve some shifting of paradigms and changing who you are to other people, and that can be scary. You know who you are, but maybe you're people pleasing and taking on a certain identity that is fitting in with other people's lives and expectations. So you kind of have to rock the boat in that situation, which can be scary, but also very freeing for you. So we have change your mindset, change your actions, and then the third one, when feeling a sense of deep dissatisfaction, the third thing is maybe it means you need to lean in to whatever that dissatisfaction is, because you're about to grow. And this is particularly scary, but it's important to have some patience and to just stay in it a little while longer. This is most typical if you are really spending time on personal growth, but in the physical world, your life is maintaining the status quo. And if your disappointment comes from knowing that you're making internal changes, but you're not really seeing those reflected yet, then it's time to lean in, keep going, be patient, keep making those internal changes, because the last thing you want to do is force and control and kind of revert back to any of that personal growth you've been building, to like pull up those seeds that just need a little more water and nourishment and time to sprout for you to see them. So again, if you are feeling some deep dissatisfaction or deep disappointment, it could mean you need to do one of three possible things. You don't have to just throw your hands up with this is the way it is. It could mean you need to change your mindset. It could mean that you need to change your actions, or it could mean you need to lean in and be patient. So thanks so much for listening. I'll be diving deeper into how to know when it's either one of these three things, and then some specific processes for how to go about it. So look forward to seeing you in the future. Thank you so much.